Welcome to the Reality Revolution. I'm your host, Brian Scott. I wanted to dedicate today's episode to escaping the sinkhole of indifference. The term sinkhole of indifference was originally coined by Ra in the Raw material and has also been discussed by Quo. I've dedicated an entire episode to a channeling on this subject. Essentially, Quo explains that the indifference that is expressed by entities which do not find it possible within their own being to generate the desire to seek beyond the nature of their daily round of activities, beyond the mundane world, beyond that which they have always known, creates this sort of sinkhole of indifference. People don't have a desire to move outside of themselves. They choose not to serve others, and in some cases, they don't even really care about themselves. And so you have an entire planet full of people that are not graduating into a fourth density new earth because of this indifference. So it is my desire for you to escape this sinkhole of indifference. I have been caught in it as well. The sinkhole of indifference is a metaphorical pit where individuals are trapped in a state of apathy and disconnection from the deeper aspects of life. It represents a psychological and spiritual inertia where the mundane and materialistic aspects of existence overshadow any pursuit of higher meaning or purpose. In this state, individuals often find themselves going through the motions of daily life, but without any real engagement or fulfillment. That is the majority of this planet, according to Quo. Most of the people we meet are stuck in this sinkhole. This condition is not just a lack of interest in personal growth, it's a deeper, more pervasive disconnection from the self and the universe. It is marked by an inability or unwillingness to question, to explore, or to seek out something beyond the immediate and the familiar. Life in the sinkhole is characterized by routine, comfort in predictability, and a subtle but profound sense of being lost or stuck. As I said, the concept of the sinkhole of indifference finds its roots in the teachings of Ra and Quo, entities that are channeled through LL research. In these teachings, the sinkhole is described as a spiritual state that hinders the soul's progress and evolution. Ra and Quo delve into the concept of spiritual density, a framework for understanding the evolution of consciousness. Humanity is currently transitioning from third density, which focuses on self-awareness and the choice between service to self and service to others, to the fourth density characterized by love, understanding, and a greater awareness of the interconnectedness of all beings. In this context, the sinkhole of indifference is particularly significant. It represents a state of being where individuals are so caught up in third density experiences of self-focus and materialistic pursuits that they are unable to make the critical choice necessary for spiritual progress. According to Quo, they end up dying and then move on to another third density experience, continuing until they can reach a point where they are at 51% service to others. According to these teachings, the graduation to fourth density, often referred to as the new earth, is contingent upon a fundamental choice in how we live and interact with the world. This choice is between service to self and service to others. To graduate to fourth density, a soul must be oriented towards service to others at least 51% of the time, or service to self 95% of the time. And according to Ra, most of the planet has not graduated for thousands and thousands of years because they are caught in this sinkhole of indifference. And we are at a critical time. This is the end of third density on Earth. And so this is the time to graduate. This is the time when you have an opportunity to move on to a fourth density new Earth. The teachings of Ra and Quo offer a roadmap for this journey, emphasizing the importance of inner work, meditation, and the cultivation of love and understanding. By doing so, we can begin to lift ourselves out of this sinkhole, align with the path of service to others, and prepare for the transition into fourth density. The sinkhole of indifference is illustrated by John, a middle-aged man. He lives a life many would consider ideal. He works as an accountant in a reputable firm, has a loving family and a comfortable home in a pleasant neighborhood, and each day is a replica of the last. He wakes up at 6 a.m., kisses his wife goodbye, drops his kids at school, and spends hours in a cubicle and returns home to watch TV before bed. Externally, John's life is the epitome of stability and success, but internally, a different story unfolds. Years have passed since John last questioned the purpose of his routine. His dreams of being an artist, once vibrant in his youth, have faded into the background, replaced by the monochrome of daily obligations. John's conversations are superficial, often revolving around work, the weather, or the latest news. The passion he once had for exploring life's mysteries has waned. The world outside his routine seems distant, almost unreal. Things happen in the news, and he really doesn't care. His life is comfortable, yet devoid of true fulfillment. Each day as he sits in his cubicle, a part of him yearns for something different. His soul yearns to graduate to a greater experience of consciousness, something more. But that yearning is quickly silenced by the fear of the unknown and the comfort of predictability. His spirit, once curious and vibrant, has dulled under the weight of complacency. Now, John's story is not unique. Like many, and according to quote, most, we are caught in the sinkhole of indifference, unaware of the invisible chains binding us to a life unexplored. We live without the essence of living, the pursuit of growth, the exploration of the unknown, and the joy of discovery. Service, which I've discussed in other episodes, sounds like a task that you have to do, homework that is required. It is not. It is a wonderful way of life. Serving others is something that will make your heart sing, and there's no way for me to explain it. It's a choice that you make, that you discover yourself. At its core, the sinkhole of indifference is rooted in certain psychological dynamics that influence human behavior and thought processes. Understanding these underpinnings can help us comprehend why people may fall into this state of apathy and disconnection. Humans are creatures of habit. Routine provides a sense of security and predictability. While these are not inherently negative traits, an over-reliance on routine can lead to stagnation. I say this thinking about my dad, who was the master of routine. He would wake up at the same time every day, go to sleep at the same time every day. He would eat lunch at the same place every day. The fear of the unknown, or neophobia, can cause individuals to shy away from new experiences or opportunities for growth, inadvertently trapping us in a state of indifference, never having truly experienced the power and joy of serving. Cognitive dissonance, the mental discomfort experienced when holding two conflicting beliefs, can lead to a state of indifference as a coping mechanism. To avoid this discomfort, individuals often engage in confirmation bias, seeking out information that aligns with their current beliefs and ignoring evidence to the contrary. This self-reinforcing cycle creates a barrier to new perspectives and growth. The modern world, with its emphasis on instant gratification, has a significant impact on our dopamine systems. Dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward, can be triggered more easily by short-term rewards and less by long-term goals. This can lead to a preference for immediate satisfaction over more fulfilling but less immediate rewards, contributing to the state of indifference towards deeper spiritual pursuits. So literally the entire world, our culture, and our brains are pulling us along into this sinkhole of indifference. It's like a gravity well, a black hole that sucks you in, and we have to find a way to escape it. Society and culture play a pivotal role in shaping our attitudes and behaviors, including our susceptibility to the sinkhole of indifference. In a consumer-driven society, material success and possessions are often emphasized as the primary indicators of success and happiness. This focus can divert attention and energy from spiritual or personal growth, leading to superficial engagement with life. The digital age, while offering numerous benefits, also presents challenges. Constant connectivity and the barrage of media can lead to information overload, reducing the capacity for deep, reflective thought. Social media, in particular, can create an illusion of connection while fostering a sense of isolation and superficiality. When you're online using social media, you are not interacting with anybody. On your screen you are, but you really aren't interacting with anybody. But it gives you this illusion of interaction. Academic perspectives on indifference often focus on its psychological and socio-cultural dimensions. For instance, in his work, The Theory of Moral Sentiments, philosopher Adam Smith discusses how societal norms can desensitize individuals to the plight of others, leading to a state of moral indifference. Similarly, sociological studies have examined how modern life's fast pace and emphasis on individualism can lead to a disconnect from community and a sense of belonging, fostering emotional and spiritual indifference. Understanding the mechanics of indifference, both from a psychological and socio-cultural standpoint, is crucial in developing strategies to counteract this devastating state. Recognizing these factors can empower individuals to make conscious choices that lead away from this sinkhole of indifference and towards a more engaged, fulfilling life. Great philosophers and writers have talked about the power of indifference. Elie Wiesel says that the opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. Joan Vinge wrote that indifference is the strongest force in the universe. It makes everything it touches meaningless. Love and hate don't stand a chance against it. Ueda said that indifference is the invisible giant of the world. And George Bernard Shaw stated that the worst sin towards our fellow creatures is not hate, but to be indifferent to them. That is the essence of inhumanity. To effectively escape the sinkhole of indifference, it's essential to recognize its signs and symptoms. These can manifest in various ways, both in our behaviors and our internal thought processes. First of all, monotonous routine without joy. Are you engaging in the same activities day after day without any sense of fulfillment or joy? Secondly, do you have a lack of curiosity and aspiration? Do you have noticeable absence of interest in new experiences, learning opportunities, or setting personal goals? Do you feel a disconnection from others, withdrawal from social interactions and community activities, leading to a sense of isolation? Do you neglect personal growth? Do you have little or no investment in self-improvement, whether it be physical, emotional, or spiritual? Do you overindulge in escapism? Excessive engagement in activities like binge watching, excessive use of social media, or other forms of escapism to avoid dealing with deeper issues or feelings. There are unique thought patterns that are related to the sinkhole of indifference. Cynicism and pessimism, a general attitude of skepticism towards new ideas, change, or the likelihood of positive outcomes. Indifference to world affairs, a lack of interest or concern about what is happening in the world around them. I meet people that can see the most terrible tragedies on TV and they don't really care. A feeling of emptiness, persistent feelings of emptiness or a lack of purpose, even life is outwardly successful. Another pattern is self-limiting beliefs, persistent thoughts that undermine personal potential or possibilities for change. And finally, resistance to reflection. Do you feel an aversion to introspection or considering deeper existential questions? All of these are signs and symptoms that you are caught in the sinkhole of indifference. There are many case studies that I can give. Consider Emily, once a vibrant and ambitious graphic designer. She finds herself in a state of indifference. She goes to work, comes home, watches TV, and repeats this cycle. Her canvases gather dust, and her sketchbooks remain blank. Her life is comfortable, but she feels a growing sense of emptiness. It is only when a close friend points out how she's stopped talking about her art that she realizes she's fallen into a sinkhole of indifference. Consider Michael, a retired teacher. He's always been active in his community. However, over the years, he slowly just withdraws. He starts declining invitations to community events, stops participating in his book club, and grows increasingly cynical about news and current affairs. his connection isn't a conscious choice. It is a gradual process that leaves him feeling isolated and indifferent, like he's being sucked into a sinkhole. That's why this is a powerful metaphor for what is actually happening. The concept of the new earth is one of a transformative shift in human consciousness and spirituality. It represents a collective evolution from a state of self-centered existence and material preoccupations to one of higher awareness, interconnectedness, and a profound understanding of your place in the universe. This evolution is not just a change in individual consciousness, but a metamorphosis of collective human experience, marking a transition into a realm of greater empathy, compassion, unity, and power to manifest. This new earth is envisioned as a reality where individuals are more attuned to their inner selves and the needs of others. It's a world where the pursuit of personal growth and spiritual enlightenment is as natural as seeking physical and material well-being. In this new era, humanity is expected to develop a deeper sense of connection with all forms of life and the cosmos itself, transcending the limitations of ego and materialism. Indifference, characterized by a lack of interest in personal growth and a disconnection from spiritual aspects of existence, poses a significant challenge to this collective shift. It acts like an anchor, holding back the tide of consciousness evolution. When large segments of humanity are caught in the sinkhole of indifference, the collective energy needed to propel us forward into the new earth is diminished. The state of indifference is akin to a fog that clouds our perception, preventing us from seeing the broader spectrum of life's possibilities. It limits our ability to empathize with others and dulls our sense of interconnectedness. As a result, the actions and decisions made in this state often contribute to a world that values competition over cooperation, isolation over community, and material gain over spiritual fulfillment. To facilitate the shift to a new earth, it is essential to overcome this state of indifference. This requires a reawakening of the human spirit, a rekindling of the inner flame that yearns for growth, connection, and understanding. It involves recognizing the transient nature of material pursuits and the lasting fulfillment that comes from spiritual and emotional growth. The journey out of indifference and into the new earth is not just a personal endeavor, but a collective one. Each individual's awakening contributes to a greater wave of change, influencing others and gradually altering the fabric of society. As more people embrace the path of personal and spiritual growth, the closer humanity moves towards realizing the vision of a new earth. So how do we escape the sinkhole of indifference? To escape, we must embark on a transformative journey that awakens our spiritual consciousness. This awakening is not just about changing what we do, but fundamentally altering how we perceive and interact with the world. Meditation is more than a practice. It's an expedition into the depths of your being. It's about silencing the incessant chatter of your mind to discover the profound tranquility that lies beneath. This process leads to an awareness of the oneness of all. And when you see yourself in others, suddenly you care about others and wish to serve them. This tranquility is not a void, but a rich tapestry of awareness, where every thread represents a connection to the larger cosmos. In this state, we realize that we are not isolated beings, but integral parts of an intricate and wondrous universe. Mindfulness will transform your ordinary moments that seem mundane into extraordinary experiences. It's the art of being fully present in the now, not lost in the past or anxious about the future. This practice will turn a mundane activity into opportunities for profound awareness. Whether it's feeling the breeze on your skin, savoring the flavor of your food, or listening intently to a friend, this will make every experience a conduit for deeper connection and understanding and help you to escape from the sinkhole. There are numerous other techniques to cultivate spiritual awareness. Practices like journaling, yoga, and contemplative reading can serve as bridges to a more awakened state. They are not just activities but portals to a realm where every moment is imbued with a sense of wonder and interconnectedness, not a sinkhole of indifference. The journey out of indifference is not a solitary trek, it's a communal voyage. That means stepping outside your house and talking with other people. The support, inspiration, and shared experiences of a community can amplify your spiritual growth exponentially. When we join together on my videos in chat, you're beginning this process of a community. You have communities locally, you have communities online that you can interact with, but try to move beyond just that. When we connect with others on a similar path, we create a powerful synergy. This collective energy can propel us forward, providing motivation, support, and a sense of belonging. In these communities, we find not only companions for our journey, but also mirrors reflecting our own experiences and growth. Building a supportive network requires intentionality. It's about seeking out and nurturing relationships with individuals and groups that resonate with your spiritual aspirations. This can be through joining meditation groups, attending workshops, or participating in online forums. The key is to engage in environments that encourage openness, growth, and a shared pursuit of higher understanding. The power of community extends beyond individual growth. As you evolve, you influence those around you, creating a ripple effect. Your transformation becomes a beacon, inspiring others to embark on their journey of awakening. In this way, the collective shift of the sinkhole of indifference is accelerated. I'm just asking you not to be indifferent to service. When I chose to be of service and I was given opportunities to serve, I was blown away. I had lived a life where I was mostly serving myself. Service is the ultimate form of worship. Embracing a life of service is about transcending the confines of your individual desires and concerns and opening your heart to the needs and well-being of others. This shift from a self-centered existence to a service-oriented life is not just altruistic. It's a powerful catalyst for personal growth and fulfillment. When we commit to serving others, we embark on a journey of profound transformation. Service is a vehicle for discovering your deeper self and your connection to a wider world. It challenges you to look beyond your immediate wants and to consider the impact of your actions on others. This shift in perspective is not just about changing behavior. It's about evolving your very essence, expanding your capacity for empathy, compassion, and love. Service to others is a pathway to self-realization. In giving, you receive. In helping others, you find deeper aspects of yourself. It's a paradox that the act of focusing outwardly enriches us inwardly. Through service, we uncover layers of meaning and purpose that surpass the fleeting satisfaction of material pursuits. To illustrate the profound impact of living a life of service, let's look at the story of Anna, a corporate lawyer. She found herself disillusioned with her career. Despite her success, there was a nagging sense of emptiness. Everything changes when she volunteers at a local shelter. The experience opens her eyes to the struggles of others and the profound impact of a helping hand. This is the beginning of her transformation. She begins to dedicate more time to volunteer work, eventually transitioning to a career of nonprofit management. In serving others, she finds a sense of fulfillment that had been missing in her life. Consider Maya. Once caught in the sinkhole of indifference, she lives a life defined by routine and comfort. A volunteer trip abroad is a wake-up call. Witnessing the hardships and resilience of people in different parts of the world, her worldview shifts. She returns with a new mission to use her skills and resources to make a difference. She starts a community initiative focused on education and touches the lives of hundreds. Overcoming the sinkhole of indifference begins with the small, daily choices you make. By integrating certain habits into your daily routine, you can gradually shift your consciousness and nurture a deeper sense of awareness and spiritual connection. Start each day with a moment of mindfulness. Before diving into your daily tasks, just take a few minutes to center yourself. This could be through meditation, deep breathing, or simply sitting in silence, setting a tone of calm and presence for the day ahead. Cultivate a habit of gratitude. This will transform your outlook on life. Each day, take time to reflect and write down things you're grateful for. This practice shifts your focus from what is lacking to the abundance that already exists in your life. Be mindful of what you consume, from the food you eat to the media you engage with. Choose nourishing, wholesome foods and limit exposure to negative or distracting media. Remember, what you feed your body and mind directly impacts your energy and consciousness, and whether or not you're in that sinkhole or not. Incorporate small acts of kindness into your daily life. It could be as simple as a smile or a compliment or helping someone in need. Once you have that first experience where you truly serve someone and it makes your heart sing, it will change your life forever. These acts create positive ripples, enhancing your connection with others and fostering a sense of community. While daily habits lay the groundwork, setting long-term goals and intentions is also essential for sustained spiritual growth and fulfillment. Define your vision of who you want to be and the life you wish to lead. This vision should encompass not just material or career aspirations, but also your spiritual and emotional goals. What qualities do you want to cultivate? How do you wish to impact the world around you? Set specific, achievable goals that align with your vision. These could include personal development objectives, spiritual milestones, or service-oriented ambitions. Remember to be flexible and open to the journey as paths may change and evolve. Commit to being a lifelong learner. Explore spiritual teachings, attend workshops, and engage with diverse perspectives. This continuous learning fuels your journey, keeping you engaged and open to new insights. Surround yourself with individuals who share your values and inspirations. This network will provide support, inspiration, and accountability, helping you stay committed to your long-term goals. The journey out of the sinkhole indifference is not a one-time event, but a continuous process. Staying vigilant and maintaining momentum is crucial to ensure that you don't slip back into the old patterns of apathy and disengagement. Stay aware of the early signs of slipping back into indifference. This could be a decrease in motivation, a sense of disconnection, or a return to old, unfulfilling routines. Early recognition of these signs allows for prompt action to realign your path. Make self-reflection a regular practice. This could be through journaling or meditation or contemplative walks. Reflect on your feelings and thoughts and behaviors. Assess whether they align with your goals and values. Stay true to your core values. Identify your core values and ensure that your actions and decisions are aligned with them. When your life is in harmony with your values, you are less likely to fall back into indifference. View change and challenges as opportunities for growth. Adopting this mindset helps you stay engaged with life, seeing hurdles not as setbacks, but as stepping stones. Maintain momentum in your spiritual journey. It requires an ongoing commitment to growth and exploration, lifelong learning. Explore and experiment with new spiritual practices. Regularly set progressive goals for your spiritual growth. Stay connected with a supportive community, and continue to engage in acts of compassion and service. Serving others not only contributes to their well-being, but also reinforces your own growth and keeps you grounded in the values of empathy and interconnectedness. The journey out of the sinkhole of indifference is not just a personal quest. It has profound implications for society as a whole. As more individuals overcome indifference, there is a shift in collective consciousness. This shift will move society from a state of disconnection and self-centeredness to one of empathy, cooperation, and mutual respect. In such a world, decisions and actions are guided not just by personal gain, by the welfare of the community and the planet. Overcoming indifference leads to the creation of more compassionate communities. In these communities, people are more attuned to the needs of others, leading to increased acts of kindness, support, and understanding. This can manifest in various ways, from community-based initiatives to address local social issues to everyday interactions marked by greater patience and empathy. A world that moves beyond indifference is more likely to adopt sustainable practices. When individuals are connected to the world around them, they understand the importance of preserving the environment and natural resources. If humanity were to collectively overcome the sinkhole of indifference, the potential for evolution and growth is boundless. Here is some speculations. Imagine a world where indifference has been overcome. Empathy and understanding become the cornerstones of human interaction. This enhanced empathy not only improves relationships, but also reduces conflict, as people are more inclined to understand and respect differing perspectives. With a heightened sense of responsibility towards each other, significant advancements in social justice and equality become possible. Societies could evolve to be more inclusive, ensuring that the needs of all individuals are considered and met. The transcendence of indifference could usher in a new era of collaboration and innovation. Freed from the constraints of self-centered thinking, individuals and groups could come together to solve complex problems and create advancement that benefit all of humanity. A collective shift to a spiritual renaissance where the exploration of spiritual and existential questions becomes a central aspect of human life. This renaissance would not only deepen our understanding of our place in the universe, but foster a sense of unity and interconnectedness with all forms of life. Overcoming the sinkhole of indifference has the potential to reshape our world in profound ways. As we each embark on this journey, we contribute to a collective evolution that could lead to a future marked by compassion, understanding, and a deep connection to the world and each other. I want to do a short meditation to help you to escape from the sinkhole of indifference. So find a comfortable place to sit or lie down. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in. As you exhale, let go of any tension in your body. Feel yourself becoming more relaxed with each breath. As you continue to breathe deeply and evenly, imagine a gentle, rhythmic wave of relaxation flowing over you, starting at the top of your head and moving down to your toes. With each wave, feel yourself sinking deeper into relaxation. Visualize yourself standing at the edge of a tranquil beach. The gentle sound of waves and the soft sand under your feet invite you to walk along the shoreline. With each step on the beach, feel yourself sinking deeper into a peaceful and receptive state. As you walk along the beach, notice the rhythmic sound of the waves, the warmth of the sun, and the gentle breeze. Each element of this beach is aligning to take you deeper into a tranquil state of mind. With every step, feel yourself becoming more connected to the world around you. The vastness of the ocean reminds you of the vast possibilities within you, waiting to be explored. Breathing in the fresh, salty air, feel a renewed sense of energy and clarity. Let this air invigorate your senses and awaken your spirit. In the distance, you see a bright, shimmering light on the water's surface. As you approach, you realize it's a mirror-like pool, reflecting the sky above. In this reflection, you see an image of yourself, one that represents your past indifference and disengagement. Watch as this reflection begins to change, transforming into an image of you filled with vitality, engagement, and purpose. This is your true self, free from the restraints of apathy and disconnection. Embrace this new reflection, feeling a shift within you. An awakening begins, filling you with a realization that life is a canvas of opportunities for joy, growth, and meaningful connections. in this state of mind. Say these affirmations with me, affirming them as you escape the sinkhole of indifference. I am deeply connected to the world around me and care about making a positive impact. Every day, I choose to engage with life with curiosity and an open heart. I am committed to making meaningful contributions to my community and beyond. My actions are guided by empathy, compassion, and a desire to serve others. I find joy and fulfillment in learning, growing, and exploring new perspectives. I'm empowered to make a difference in the world no matter how small the action. I'm an active participant in my life, fully present and engaged in every moment. I embrace each day as an opportunity to spread kindness and positivity. My heart is open to giving and receiving love in all forms. I am a beacon of light and hope in a world that needs compassion. I recognize my responsibility to contribute to a better world for future generations. I am grateful for the ability to make a positive difference in the lives of others. Every step I take is a step towards a more compassionate and understanding world. As you leave the pool, carry with you this renewed sense of purpose that you have just affirmed. Walking back along the beach, feel a growing awareness of the present moment and a readiness to embrace life fully. Slowly bring your awareness back to your surroundings, and when you're ready, gently move your fingers and toes, open your eyes, returning to the world rejuvenated, inspired, and ready to step beyond the bounds of indifference. You can find all episodes of The Reality Revolution at therealityrevolution.com. I'd love it if you checked out my art. You can find it at www.newearth.art. And welcome to The Reality Revolution.